Panasonic have just released the S9, a full-frame compact camera, which a lot of people think is going up against the X100 series from Fujifilm, but I think it's actually competing against a completely different beast. I think it's going up against the Sony ZV-E1. So let's take a deeper dive into the S9 and see whether it actually competes with either of them. Let's get all the specs out of the way. It's a full-frame camera, 24 megapixels. It can shoot in 4K, it can shoot in 6K. It has a variety of LUTs that you can put on directly onto the camera, which means that it has film simulations off the bat, very much like the X100 or the X-T50 that's just come out. So it's a pretty solid, all-round, compact camera. Good. The bad is that it costs £1,500. Now, okay, a lot of people are thinking that's a lot of money, but I think camera prices are just going up and up and up. So when Panasonic or Sony or anyone else comes out with their latest flagship camera, don't expect the prices to be the £2,000 that I paid for the A7 IV or the £3,000 for the A7R5, whatever it may be. The prices of camera is just going up and up and up. But the good side of that is that you can actually find good bargains, cameras that are a year older, 2 years older, which are probably the same in every possible capacity, full frame, 24 megapixels, maybe don't have the same video capacity as the brand new ones, but still much cheaper than what's out there right now, and in particular the S9 and the X-T50 from Fujifilm. Both very expensive, but I think that's just the trend we're going to see. Prices of cameras is just going up. So who is the S9 made for? Well, like I said earlier, it's kind of a hybrid between the X100 and the ZV-E9. It's trying to go for both of those cameras because not only can it take great photos, full frame, it's the same image sensor as the S5 Mark II, so undoubtedly takes fantastic photos, but not only that, it takes great videos as well. Sure, it doesn't have a built-in fan because of its compact size, but it can take videos for you. So I think it's kind of a hybrid between point and shooting like the X100 or the ZV-E1, because it has a few more video features than, let's say, the X100. So it kind of sits in the middle, but the price actually is very similar to the X100 rather than the ZV-E1, which of course costs £500 more here in the UK. You can have that for £2,000 versus this one. But then of course you've got the lenses, all of the options that you have available for the L mount are probably not as extensive as the Sony and the third-party lineup that they have. So that's something to consider. But having said that, it's still a pretty cool looking small camera, which I don't have in my hands, but I've seen a lot of videos just like you have. So I thought I should tell you what I think about it. So those are my initial thoughts about the S9, a full frame compact camera, which fits somewhere in between the X100 range and the Sony ZV-E1, I think. That's my gut feeling. Do you agree? Maybe you don't. Love to hear your thoughts. Do you think that's where it sits amongst its competitors, or is it just a direct competitor to the X100 and forget about the ZV-E1 lineup from Sony? That's all from me. We'll see you in the next one.